Wisetack is a buy now, pay later financing solution that is specifically designed for in-person services rather than the typical retail goods most people associate with this kind of lending. Instead of using it to buy a pair of shoes or a new gadget online, this tool is meant to help people pay for high-ticket service items like an emergency vac repair, a dental crown, or a major car transmission overhaul. It essentially acts as a bridge between service providers and consumers who need immediate work done but prefer to spread out the cost over time. The way it works is quite straightforward and convenient because it is not a card that stays in a wallet, but rather a link-based application process. When a plumber, vet, or contractor sends an estimate or an invoice, they include a Wisetack link. The application takes under a minute on a phone, and once a payment plan is chosen, Wisetack pays the merchant immediately while the consumer pays Wisetack back over the agreed term. The numbers involved with Wisetack are significant and designed for larger projects. Loan amounts range from $500 all the way up to $25,000. The annual percentage rate, or APR, ranges from 0% to 35.9% based on creditworthiness. Terms can last anywhere from 3 months to 10 years, which is 120 months, though most service-based terms usually cap out between 24 and 60 months. One of the best parts about checking eligibility is that it only requires a soft credit pull, which means there is no impact on a credit score just to see the options. A hard pull only occurs if the loan is accepted and the merchant is paid. There are several reasons why this can be a better option than a traditional credit card. Wisetack is well known for a no-nonsense fee structure that includes no origination fees, no late fees, and no prepayment penalties. While interest still owes if a payment is missed, there is no $35 penalty fee to worry about. It also uses simple interest rather than the compounding interest found on credit cards, making the total cost of the loan transparent from the very first day. The approval speed is a massive benefit during emergencies like a furnace dying in the middle of January. Furthermore, many merchants offer 0% APR promotional windows for up to 24 months. If someone qualifies for that, it is effectively free money to use for necessary repairs. For massive projects like a $15,000 dental overhaul or a new roof, the ability to stretch payments over several years makes the monthly cost much more manageable than a credit card minimum payment. However, there are some drawbacks to consider. The maximum APR of 35.9% is extremely high for those with lower credit and can often be higher than a standard credit card rate. It is also merchant dependent, meaning it can only be used if the specific business being hired is a Wisetack partner. Unlike a credit card, there is no grace period to avoid interest by paying in full at the end of the month. Interest begins accruing immediately unless a 0% offer is in place. It also makes shopping around a bit difficult because rates cannot be easily compared across different contractors unless every single one sends an estimate with a Wisetack link. Deciding if Wisetack is the right choice depends on the situation. It is an excellent tool for emergencies when cash is not on hand, especially since the lack of late fees makes it safer than a payday loan. If a 0% offer is available, it is a smart move even for those who have the cash, as it allows that money to stay in a savings account instead. It is also great for people who want predictability and want to know exactly when a debt will be finished. On the other hand, it should be skipped if the quoted APR is higher than 30% and a credit card with a lower rate is available. If cash is available and no 0% offer is on the table, there is no reason to pay the extra interest. It is also wise to avoid this if a major mortgage or loan application is in the near future, as accepting the loan triggers a hard credit pull. In summary, Wisetack is a powerful safety net for home and auto maintenance that offers clear terms and high loan limits up to $25,000. However, the risks include the potential for a very high APR of 35.9% and the fact that it requires a hard credit pull upon acceptance, which could impact credit scores or future loan applications. It is always best to check the specific interest rate offered against other available credit options before committing to the loan.